SMEs are poor or financially sophisticated players. This is the big question, and we try to give an answer with our paper. The common sense, the common evidence is quite obvious. SMEs are a very, very poor player, but the evidence of the paper is completely different. SMEs are a very complex puzzle in which lives together SMEs which are very poor, but on the other side, SMEs which are very, very financially sophisticated. The conclusion is that more sophisticated SMEs have a stronger impact on the economic system, and they enhance the development of the economic system.
The definition of financial sophistication is not an easy task from a methodological point of view. What we do is to measure the financial sophistication of small and medium enterprises by meaning of the different products they use compared to traditional financial products. In particular, we identify 4 basic categories, namely corporate financial advisory, so M&A and other financial products, cash management services, structured lending, not traditional lending, and risk management tools. For each of these variables, we assign a score. The higher the score obtained by these variables, the higher the level of sophistication of the small and medium firm.
SMEs are very complex players to be analyzed. They are quite opaque. They have a lot of linkage between the numbers within people and corporate governance. And balance sheets tells a lot of numbers, but they are not enough to understand the financial sophistication of SMEs. For this reason, together with the Chamber of Commerce of Milan, we created a very huge database made by 545 SMEs, and we analyzed them using a questionnaire with a long series of interviews during 6 months of very hard work. And at the end of the analysis, we had in our hands 187 questionnaires, very, very relevant to give an answer to the big question, are small family firms financially sophisticated or not?
Our results are pretty much striking compared to the existing literature. In particular, the first and most striking result is that size doesn't matter. Compared to traditional literature that says that usually the larger the firm, the higher the level of sophistication in terms of use of financial products, our analysis indicated that the size, whatever kind of measure we use for measuring the size, doesn't really matter in defining this level of financial sophistication. Instead, we find that one of the most important influencing variables is the presence of a non-family appointed chief financial officer, compared to firms where the CFO is directly appointed or is a member of the family. We argue that this difference is important for our analysis because very likely an external CFO is more familiar with the use of non-traditional financial products compared to CFOs that are appointed directly by the family owning the firm.
The big news of the study is that financial sophistication is not driven by financial variables. To enter the dark side of SMEs, we decided to investigate the linkage, the interaction between the families, shareholders, managers, and firms. And what we discovered is that financial sophistication of SMEs is mostly driven by generation and by the quality and the characteristics of shareholders. From the generation point of view, SMEs of second and third generation are more financially sophisticated because they mix completely different people altogether. And on the other side, from the shareholder point of view, SMEs with external shareholders perform better and they are more financially sophisticated.